no position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the home of the USC Trojans, the storied Los Angeles Coliseum, as we'll see a squad from the SEC, the South Carolina Gamecocks, taking on the 19th ranked team in the land, the USC Trojans. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. And the Trojans ready to put toe to leather and get this season started. And he's going to bring this one out. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Give to the running back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Quickly out to the tight end. And that had all the makings of, pardon me, windshield. But how about the little corner taking out the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? Barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. Makes the grab. It's Lewis. They'll pick up the first down as he gets it out to the 27-yard line.
Well, this defense is going to mix up their looks against this quarterback, playing some zone. That time it was man coverage, but they also brought the blitz. So they're just trying to keep this quarterback on his toes.
The Gamecocks will have it 1st and 10. The inside handoff. Not a lot of movement on that one. The defense in position.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. To the ground with the back. He's got it out to the 37 after gaining 5.
Well, I love the job by the offensive line, getting a good push there on 2nd down, and you see guys bleeding into the second level of the defense getting a hat-on-hat to go get that first.
And the Gamecocks have this offense rolling. Wants to throw on 1st down. Finds his big tight end. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. always nice to have that security blanket of the tight end.
And it's nice to have a tight end that can line up in different areas of the field, too. It's not always going to be in a three-point stance. He can sometimes be in the backfield. You could flex him out into the slot. They might even try to put this guy out at wide receiver in the split end position and see what he can do there, because this guy is a weapon.
Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. He's simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
He's got an open man. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down.
The big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
All the way down to the 25-yard line. It's first and 10. On the move. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Finds his tight end. Oh, got some room, entered to the goal line. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
Man, it doesn't get any better than that. You script the first 10 plays, that was 10 plays. That was perfection. That was a touchdown. That's called good scouting, being ready for the football game, and executing to a T to start this game off.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Wide receiver comes in motion. Harris will throw. Fierce the pressure. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, if this offense is going to win this game, and down the road, if they're going to reach the college football playoff and hope to win a national championship, they have got to keep this quarterback clean. Couldn't do it on that last play.
Well, will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
To the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive.
And usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he can do damage. And it's the next play that you have to play instead of this just the original pass. So defense has got to do a better job of keeping that guy in the pocket.
Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Back to pass on second down. Missed receiver there. It's incomplete. The Trojans really need to keep this drive alive on third down. Looking to throw for it. The quick out. Still on his feet at the 45. He's loose. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Trojans. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. They're set to kick it off, and his crowd now ready to get behind them. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Leaves it with the running back. And he finds enough running room, and he's marked down at the 20.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Gamecocks in a good spot here with second and short. They feed him again. There he goes. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. Entertaining first quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. So first down here as they go back to work. They'll give it to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Stuffed on first down. It's second and 10. After the run, now to throw. Under fire. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Grabbed behind the line, it's Hayes. He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's fourth down. And the Gamecocks will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They unleashed an aerial assault last time and took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. And they've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
Let's see what this offense has dialed up this time. They'll try the run. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. Let's talk for just a second here about USC. You start the season top 25. Clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think that's the challenge early here.
Absolutely. Figuring out who you are. Obviously some talented pieces, well thought of in the top 25, but a lot of season to go out and prove it. Day one, game one. Make that first impression.
Off the play fake. Caught near the sideline, it's Judowski.
Tight ends are security blankets for quarterbacks, especially in situations like that, right? You don't need a lot of yards. Just find the big fella, put it on him, get the first down.
And the Trojans come to the line with a new set of downs. Sends it back in motion. Harris back to pass. Got him downfield. Turning it on. And he slipped through the crowd, and Hill has it. Touchdown, Trojans.
And how nice is it to have a playmaker like that I can get the ball out of my hands right to him and say, all right, dude, you got jets, you can fly, catch the slant, make some people miss, outrun some angles, and get all the way to the end zone.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, fellas, here's a final update on a clash between top 15 teams. Oregon was anything but dominant today, but the Ducks are going to leave Autzen Stadium winners. A lot to work on, no question, but they avoid one in the L column. Iron sharpens iron, and you just know a top 15 matchup like this is going to go a long way in telling the story of each of these teams' seasons.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 16.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up, you can get some movement at the point of attack, and find a little crease for your running back.
Off play action. Makes the grab. It's high. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. What's old is new in offensive football. The return, at least on that play, of the pass-catching fullback.
Yeah, you used to see this all the time back in the day. Fullbacks used to play all the time. Now you don't see him near as much, but versatile piece at fullback. Listen, he can catch the football. He can make plays. Use the big fella.
They'll throw on 3rd and short. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Oh, the offense lucky to fall on that loose football. He'll go down right there, but what a big play to come up with that turnover.
I got to tell you, man, I'm impressed. Not with the throw, not with the decision, but how the offense flew around after the interception, getting to the ball, David, and creating that fumble.
And I think the QB breathing a big sigh of relief. You thought you made a game-changing pick, but how about flying to the football, like you said, making the tackle, getting the football out, recovering it, and, getting a first down. That's how you do it.
He'll take it himself. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26. Offense in a bunch formation. Using his feet. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, they're trying to go with the QB design run, but nice job defensively. They were not fooled by it. They were physical up front. Guys defeating blocks, able to get that tackle for us.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Trying to pick up a first down. Third and long. He's going to have to throw for it. Zings it complete to the right. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
The Gamecocks will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Rushes on him. The sweet feet buy a little time. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Taking it the other way. At the 30. The 10. Touchdown, USC. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're in defense. You study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. Set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Here he comes from midway in the end zone. Boom. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. They'll try it over the left side. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
They got nothing on the last play in 2nd and 10. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Unloads it downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up.
Well, the defense just did the quarterback a massive favor. That's the nicest thing they've done to him all game. They've already picked him off twice. That should have been number 3.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. breaks into the open. He was off to the races, and maybe another step or two and he would have scored, but they get him at the 21-yard line. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. To the air on first down. Throws toward the end zone. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
So now it's second and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Pass is incomplete, and by this stage of his career, you'd think a junior quarterback might take a little better care of the football.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions, giving up some yards, and the opponents in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz, because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
And it's third down. They're going to go ahead and try the field goal and try to get points before the break. Dead center perfect. That cuts into the deficit. It's now 21-10. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. And the Gamecocks will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
The Trojans can really attack on this second and short. Harris will throw. He's got him. Can't get him to the ground. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. From the gun to give, looking for room. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's second and 2.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
And the Trojans with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Working that left side now. Knocked down after a short game, but enough to move those chains.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? Second down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Wants to fire on second down. Dumps it to the back. He's got him this time. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter they come out and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Tight end now in motion. Harris back to pass. Forced out of the pocket. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
On third down, he drops to throw. Fires to the big fella. He'll be stopped at the 32. Still ground to cover if they want to convert, and fourth down is coming. And they'll send out the field goal unit. And very important, not only to generate power, but to find his mark. A 49-yard try from the left. Tried to give it enough body English, but he missed it. After the miss, the lead still at 11.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Quarterback keeps it. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The Gamecocks with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Wants to go up top. Fires to the right. Found a seam. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
This attack so lethal with that big play capability. Now 1st and 10 from the 29. Looking downfield on first down. Quarterback now breaking the field. Oh, he's got some space. Shoved out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 15-yard line, and this offense is doing work.
Well, I think you're starting to see some examples of why this guy is inexperienced in a freshman quarterback, right? Obviously, he's thrown a couple picks earlier in the game. That scramble right there, he's got to get down. He's got to take care of himself and slide. Great job, nice athleticism, good decision to take off scrambling and help his offense, but you really are seeing his inexperience shine through here in this game.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Get it out to the supersonic guy. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens. You could tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game. They pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground. That's not the first time they've seen that.
This crowd knows when to bring it. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Got his man. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. Facing this double-digit deficit here in the second half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Touchdown, South Carolina! The offense cashing it in on that drive. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I'll tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Out of the end zone. He's got great speed. Oh, what vision. He gets into enemy territory, and that return has them in business at the 42-yard line. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They built up some time of possession with that last drive, but couldn't turn it into points with the missed field goal. We'll see if they can put something on the board this time. Caught in the backfield. It's Fry. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
And you can tell they set up the screen action, but how about the ability to adjust, right? I see what the defense is giving me. You going to leave that open? Okay, I'm going to take it right now.
Harris will throw. A little screen to the running back. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period. As we head to the quarter break, it is USC holding the lead and sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the third. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down.
221 wing, 221 wing. Ready.
Might be calling a hot route. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The officials move it 5 yards back, and it's 1st and 15 for this offense. They want to throw it. Back open in the middle. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Well, you've seen the last 2 plays now. This guy's versatility. You've seen why he might be playing on Sundays in the not-too-distant future. This guy can catch the ball. He's a big part of their passing game, and he's a weapon, and a guy this defense has got to be ready for.
They'll run play action. Unloads to the wideout. And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover. Didn't get a ton on the return, but they've got it inside the 20 at the 19-yard line.
Well, this offense is trying to ice the game. They've got the lead here in the fourth quarter, but it's only by 1 possession, so you got to be so careful with your decision-making, and that was not a good one by the quarterback. They now turn it over, and they better hope their defense can play well in this sudden change situation.
And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. The give to the tailback. Got enough for the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And I think that's what you want to see from this offense down the stretch. Like, can you physically dominate the game? You've got the lead. Now run the football, eat clock, continue to feed your dude.
The give to the back. Hard running there. Only a short gain on that run. Defense played it well.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. back to pass. The throw. Finds a man on the right. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
And the Gamecocks are marching down the field. Gets the back moving. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. And that's a very productive first down play in bringing up 2nd and 3.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
The Gamecocks can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. He's in open space downfield. There he goes. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Gamecocks pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. From the red zone, looking for a man. It's complete on the right side. Touchdown, Gamecocks! They move on top here in the 4th.
And just like that, the game is completely changed, right? The defense comes away with a huge turnover, and the offense able to cash it in, capitalize by scoring a touchdown. So they've now got the lead. Not a lot of time left, but it feels like all the momentum is now on their side.
Up by 1, they'll try to get the deuce and make it a field goal edge. They'll go to the air. And he snatches it and comes down in the end zone for the 2. So an 82-yard drive there. And they finish it up with a 15-yard scoring toss. He'll bring it out. And the returner goes down. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. He's got the back in the middle. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Open the drive with a chunk play out past the 40, and they are in business on first down. Harris back to pass. A little release to the back. And they pick up just a few on that completion. The Trojans want to pick up the tempo. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. That ball is intercepted at the goal line. Got room on the return. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
This is what can happen at times. You get the snowball effect. Everything going their way in the first half. Big lead going into halftime, but it's mistake after mistake on both sides of the ball. And that interception, David, compounds the problem.
And this defense has completely changed at the half. How about it, man? They've come out aggressive now, forcing a turnover. All the momentum on their side, and the offense gets the ball back.
Ordinarily on 2nd and 10, you might look past, but here you just want to keep that clock moving. Pick up a 5. They'll need 5 more on 3rd down. first down. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on third. Going over the top. He caught it. They will score. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Wyoming needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with that crowd there in Laramie behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. They're trailing by 10 to UMass. For now, it's back to you fellows, but of course, if anything changes, you'll see it right here.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Might be changing the route. Harris will throw. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up.
Now, I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the fourth quarter. You're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Got the back over the middle. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7.
You know, I think at this situation in the game, trailing like they are with only a couple minutes to go, short throws aren't going to get it done. You're going to have to be a lot more aggressive and start taking chances if you want to give yourself a chance to win this game.
Knocked out of bounds after a good gain on that one. They'll spot it at the 43.
Hey, you know, the defense here in this situation with a huge lead, they've got to anticipate that this offense is going to be trying to throw the ball to the sideline, so they've got to work different coverages to try to force the quarterback to go over the middle of the field with the football.
Wants to throw on first down. Got his man downfield. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back. Touchdown, Southern Cal! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Well, the good news is you scored a touchdown. You've made this a one-possession game. The bad news is you got to get the ball back. So if you're the head coach, you got to start thinking, how are we going to do that? Are we going onside kick, or do we trust our defense to give it back to the owner?
Here comes the 2-point try. Back to pass, it's Horn. Throws to the wideout. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands. 16 seconds left, and to pull off the comeback, they'll have to get the onside kick. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. Guys, this is a story we see every single year in college football. Ranked teams losing to unranked opponents. Whatever the reasons, it adds to the flavor of a season.
It's so good because we all love the upsets, and then if you're the team that got that ranked win, Jesse, you start to build your resume, start to build some momentum. So this squad got a good win today.
They sure did. They put the rest of college football on alert with that huge win. And for the team losing, they've now got to be able to turn the page. They got to go back, do some soul searching, because they're a much better team than what they showed today.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.